So you've probably been there, right? You start a new diet, you're super motivated, and then, well, a few weeks or months later, you're right back where you started. It's frustrating. But what if I told you the problem isn't your willpower? Today, we're going to get into the real science of why most diets are basically designed to be an uphill battle from the get-go.
Just let that sink in for a second. This one statement completely flips the script on everything we've been told about weight loss. The whole narrative that if a diet doesn't work, it's because you weren't disciplined enough. But the science, well, it points to something totally different going on. And that's the big question, isn't it? If it's not just about trying harder, then what's really happening? We're about to unpack the powerful forces, the ones inside our own bodies and the ones out in the world, that can turn a simple diet into one of the toughest fights you'll ever face. Okay, first things first, let's talk about your own biology. Because the second you start cutting back on calories, your body doesn't cheer you on. It doesn't think, oh, great, we're getting lean. It thinks, famine, this is an emergency. We have to survive. And then it launches this incredibly powerful defense. The easiest way to think about this is like a thermostat for your body fat. It's called your set point weight. It's a range your body feels is safe and normal. The moment you start dieting and your weight dips below that comfortable range, your body sounds all kinds of alarms to push you right back up. It's not a flaw. It's a survival mechanism that's kept us humans alive for thousands of years.
So how exactly does your body fight back? Well, one of its most clever tools is something called metabolic adaptation. As soon as you cut calories, your body slams on this emergency brake. Your metabolism literally slows down to become more efficient, so it burns fewer calories doing the exact same things. This is why weight loss stalls, and it's also why it's so easy to regain weight later. Your body has become a master at conserving energy.
And it's not just your metabolism, oh no. Your hormones jump right into the fight too. Meet your two main players, leptin, which is the hey, I'm full hormone, and ghrelin, the feed me now hormone. When everything's normal, they're in a nice balance. But when you diet, that balance gets completely flipped. Leptin levels plummet, so you rarely feel satisfied. At the same time, ghrelin skyrockets, making you feel hungry all the time. You're literally fighting a chemical command to eat. All right, so your body is in full-on rebellion mode. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. Your brain also goes through this huge shift that turns dieting into a massive psychological trap.
You know that feeling, right? The second someone tells you you can't have that, it's suddenly the only thing you can think about. That is exactly what happens to your brain when you're on a diet. This sense of scarcity makes that forbidden cookie or slice of pizza seem 1,000 times more appealing. All these food cues in the world you'd normally tune out are suddenly screaming at you.
And here's the crazy part. What's actually going on inside your brain? When you're restricting food, the reward value of high-calorie foods just skyrockets. That burger isn't just a burger anymore. To your brain's reward system, it's like winning the lottery. It promises this huge hit of pleasure, which makes it almost unbearably hard to resist. And all of this just feeds into this vicious, powerful cycle that's almost impossible to break. You start by restricting. That makes your brain's reward system hypersensitive. Then a food cue, like an ad on TV or the smell of baking bread, becomes irresistible. And boom, the cravings just completely overwhelm your willpower. Again, this isn't a moral failure. It's just neurology. So let's recap. You've got a body that's hitting the brakes on your metabolism while screaming for food, and you've got a brain that's completely obsessed with it. This creates the perfect setup for what we all dread, the rebound.
Yeah, that number it's pretty staggering. 95%. Let that sink in. Up to 95% of people who lose weight on a diet will gain it all back, and sometimes more, within a few years. This isn't the exception, it's the rule. It's what the system is designed to do. You see, it's not just one thing. It's this perfect storm of factors all hitting you at once. Your metabolism is now slower, so you burn fewer calories. Your hunger hormones are screaming at you to eat more. Your brain is treating junk food like the greatest prize on earth. And then, on top of all that, there's this psychological weight of feeling like you've failed, which makes it so easy to just give up. Okay, so we've talked about what's going on inside your body and your brain. But this battle isn't happening in a bubble. We have to zoom out and look at the world we live in, because it presents its own massive challenge. Here's the thing. Our bodies are basically running on ancient survival software. It's software that was perfected for a world where food was scarce. But we are living in a world of absolute, overwhelming abundance with food that has been scientifically engineered to be irresistible. It's a total mismatch. Just look at the difference here.
Our ancestors, food was scarce, you had to work for it, and it was whole and natural. Us, we are surrounded 24/7 by cheap, abundant, ultra-processed foods that are designed to make us want more. Our ancestors' only cue to eat was real hunger. We're getting hit with ads, delivery apps, and social pressure constantly telling us it's time to eat. So, if traditional diets are basically set up to fail in this world, what do we do? Are we just stuck? No, absolutely not. The answer isn't to find a better diet. The answer is to completely ditch the dieting mindset and build a whole new framework. And this right here, this is the core of it all. It's about a total mindset shift. The old diet mindset is all about restriction, rules, short-term goals, and constantly fighting your own biology. A lifestyle approach, that's about nourishment, building long-term habits, and this is the most important part, working with your biology, not against it. It's moving from all or nothing to consistency and flexibility. So what does that actually look like day to day? Well, it means focusing more on the quality of your food, not just counting every single calorie. It means building small, sustainable habits you can actually stick with. It's understanding that things like sleep and stress have a huge impact on your hormones. And it means finding ways to move your body that you actually enjoy so it doesn't feel like a punishment. It's a whole picture approach, not just a list of rules. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. The science is pretty clear. This war we wage against our own bodies, it's a losing battle. So what could change? What could be possible if we decided to stop fighting and instead we tried to understand our biology, to respect it, and to build a healthier life by working with our bodies, not against them?